Hi everyone, my name is Mariusz Olszewski. Welcome to the Big Data Warsaw Summit Conference. Together with Jacek Kaszuba from my team, we will tell you about the idea, which is the result of our experience from participating in big data and data governance projects. So we will mainly be talking about data as a company asset and information about it as a part of big data project. For many years, efforts have been made to create the most likely vision of tomorrow. Crisis and numerous unexpected changes in the economic sphere make attempts to predict the future extremely difficult nowadays. The traditional method of forecasting so far brings worse and worse results. On the other hand, it should be noted that information that can be used as a material of prediction and research has never been so widely available. The beginning of the 21st century is a period in which the role of data itself and data exchange has increased enormously. Information itself has become a key element of human functioning. That is why we observe so many initiatives such as big data. Unfortunately, many big data initiatives have failed. As you can see, Gartner and other organizations reported 60 to 85 of big data projects fail during last few years. The question is, why? For sure, in early stage, that could be a problem with new and stable technology. But after a few years, in my opinion, the key problem is that only 26% of firms reported having forced data culture. Only 37% of firms reported that they were data-driven. You can ask again, why? We have to consider that operating as a data-driven business requires an organizational change in mindset, thinking, and approach. Data-driven transformation is a process that is complex and requires an alignment of business, technology, and organizational practices. You probably remember that the time when Nokia lost the leader position in mobile market. Apple won because people in Apple analyzed what kind of functionality the customer would need soon, and they gave it to them. They offered easy and intuitive tool which allowed not only communication but also entertainment. So let's focus on needs of analysts. In the world of big data, knowledge about data is a must. How to convince an analyst and business users that knowledge about data could be a company asset? The most important thing we would like to deal with are making easy to find information about data-related terms, data categories, information system, and data flows. The second point is providing easy and quick way to find out data which are available in your organization and how they access it. As we know, time is money, so quick way is a must. Last but not least is making the data platform as a field of collaboration between the analyst and decision maker as his customer, to help them both understand what data they need and what data they can use in their organization to reporting and making advanced analytics. Let's imagine a movie producer or VOD owner who would like to know what movie production to invest in to get the highest return on investment. The analyst check the availability of data such as viewing histories, the way of viewing, I mean, whole movie or part of it, time of viewing, point of view when it was stopped, age of subscribers, weather during viewing, and season of the year, etc. The speed of collecting information about the data to be used make it possible to present the possibility of analyzing and discussing the strategy between analysts and decision makers. How to do it? See the next part of presentation. Jacek, your turn.
To achieve the effect that Mariusz talked about, it is necessary to perform conceptual work that will make it possible to realize where the most important and most frequently used data from the perspective of the organization are located. It is important because it helps to optimize the work schedule from the very beginning of the adventure of data governance, while at the same time ensuring the goal, which is to be organized knowledge about the largest possible part of organization at the lowest possible cost of such implementation. Each company has more and less important data, which is used more and less frequently, as the data used by various offices that are limited only to individual departments. The basic principle when implementing data governance solutions is to follow the road from general to detail, thanks to which we can offer added value to a maximum number of people working in the organization by providing them with information about the most frequently used data in structured form. We also familiarize employees with the tool and encourage them to contribute to developing the knowledge base. Data governance contributes to yet another positive change. By seeing how, where, when, why, and by whom data is used, we can identify bottlenecks in the data flow, and on this basis create new flow paths, making it easier and faster to access them. As the data governance project continues and involves more and more people, we know more and more about the key areas of data creation and consumption in the organization. We create a multidimensional network of connections, paying attention not only to people and tables, but also to the context that accompanies it. The employee's goal is not to have as much data tables as possible, but to have the knowledge available at the fingertips that allow them to ask the right questions that are leading to accurate decisions. Faster access to data is also the possibility of faster analysis, drawing conclusions. Advanced analytics tools can show us the dependencies between data and help determine the importance of this dependency and help predict the future based on the full range, even changing parameters of the world we live in. The speed and possibilities give us the advantage of faster reaction to changes, whether it's a different efficiency of production and supply chain during the customer's assault on stores at the beginning of COVID lockdowns, or dynamic customer profiling to provide them with such advertisements for our product that will end in purchase and satisfaction. Thanks to constant observation of the impact of external events of the operation of our organization, we can quickly adapt predictive models we use to the new conditions and make our reaction to them adequate and simply wise. The implementation of data governance system in the first step shows a very broad perspective where the organization functions and gathers people who can implement the big picture of the most important areas of the company's activity. The catalog then mainly consists the introduced system and the creation of business dictionaries, thanks to which a mutual understanding of concepts and the context of their use within different departments of organization is ensured. Mutual understanding and systemized nomenclature are one of the most basic benefits of the solutions, which have a cross-sectional scope and will be available to departments and employees at all levels of the organization. Along with continuous preparation of new people, the content of our system becomes more and more detailed. The system are powered by specific data sets consisting attributes that play strictly role defined in them. Many of connections is introduced to facilitate the understanding of where certain data comes and in a given system, where are transferred later, who is responsible for their handling at a given stage, and which dictionary terms adequately describe their specificity. The catalog of knowledge about the data created this way from its appearance until the last use is additionally integrated with data quality tools, which make it possible to detect possible drops in data quality after passing through individual transformation displayed in the form of data limit. Finally, it should be noted that this is not a closed catalog, and no data governance system will be fully functional if there is no care of the correctness and up-to-date data contained with it. It all sounds very ambitious, but how much time and resource will it take? It turns out that less than it seems at the first glance. Modern AI solutions available as a part of IBM Cloud allows us to automate a whole range of activities that previously required human involvement. Instead of laboriously entering the names of systems, database, tables, and describing their content, you can take care of things that require creative approach and data consumption and order Watson to systemize them. As a part of cataloging information about data, Watson connects to the indicated systems successively, filling the knowledge base of new data sources. However, the possibilities don't stop there. By default, Watson catalog of data classifiers help you learn more about content of each new data source. Of course, we also have the option of defining specific data sets and data classes for our current requirements. Thanks to our own classification, we can automatically label the content of each column, thanks to which we are presented with easily available cross-sectional knowledge. There are several limits here, ranging from our imagination through the data quality up to technical capabilities at the end. Unfortunately, we do not have influence on the imagination, of course, but our experience allows us to support organization in involving the quality of data in the solution we have created and make the technical capabilities acquire a human face and welcome us with such an open arms. Wouldn't it be our dream come true to find all the data we need without digging through dozens of tables and sheets, but by just asking? And thanks to use of Clarite AI data assistance, we make that dream come true. Our assistant is able to communicate with your data governance system, which makes obtaining information, commissioning, analysis, and gathering reports easier than ever before. Technology understands what you mean when you ask for data, like you would ask your colleague using your natural language instead of complicated comments and search it through hundreds of tables across dozens of systems. Your assistants will do it for you whenever you ask for it, even during a morning coffee. And how does it look in practice? In the video just displayed, we could see a fragment of work of a fresh analyst employed in a company providing VOD service. His task is to prepare a report of the history of films most watched by customers. However, he does not know where his data is and how to get to it. Fortunately, the analyst knows that the company has a solution to help him find the information he needs, so he decides to use it. Thanks to this, he learns where he can find customer data, as well as the data of the history of production viewed by customer. The assistant knows that when searching for history of watched films, it often includes a question regarding TV series. So he immediately asks whether such data is in interest of our analyst. This time, there was no such needs, but the analyst wanted to know about the data quality of customer data. He obtained a simple answer to this question, including a general quality indicator, and reached with the possibility of viewing the quality distribution in individual data sources, including Hadoop. The next question is about responsibility for customer data. Information about these people along with their contact details are immediately provided. As our analyst asked about the catalog of films, he's asked would he like to meet the people responsible for data in the product system. It was a bullseye. The data is indeed needed by the analyst and was presented to him immediately. This all the data of analyst needed at the moment. He thanked our assistant for assistance and provided to him that he was assured that he could be back at any time with further questions. A silicon-powered assistant needs no rest and is able to support organization employees 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Whenever their needs arise, it will be at your service. And this is all we have for today. Thank you for participation and please take care. Goodbye.